Welcome back. And if you're new to the space, stick around, see if something resonates here for you today. I've come to know that we are the creation and the creators at the same time. I wanted to talk about the evolution that I had when I look at this, when I see a piece of a puzzle. Today we can ask ourselves, what is, and I think in all of the different periods of history, people had this question, what is the bigger picture? What is being painted in the cosmos when we are looking at Earth? In 2019, I felt that my life was crumbling from all sides. I didn't see the sense of anything, whether it be my own personal life and the life in general that was depicted in the media, depicted in my classes at university, in everyday interactions of how people were showing up for each other, etc. And a friend of mine gave me this great metaphor of a puzzle. And he said, right now, all of the pieces of the puzzles are everywhere. But little by little, you will put the pieces back and it will make sense eventually. That weekend, I went to buy a puzzle and I did the lines of it, the borders of it. And I was like, okay, I have control. It gave me a sense of control. It gave me a sense of, I am going to find the picture. It will clear up eventually. I just need to be patient with the process. 2 years later, I find this little piece. So it's a piece of a puzzle, and you can also, it's a puzzle itself, mini puzzle. And I found this on the ground. It was a little sign for me to say, keep going. Keep going. Finding yourself, how to move your body, how to listen to your body, how to regulate your nervous system, how to know and, put a finger on when you feel hopelessness for the world, knowing that hopelessness is also a privileged position, a privileged place, because people who are getting bombs dropped on their homes, on family members that are being famined, I don't know if that's a verb, but who are living through famine today, they have no other choice than to continue. Hope is not really an option. My ancestors, other ancestors, when they're people who are on the terrain, they advance. So, and I'm in my apartment and I feel hopelessness. I can feel the feelings, but where do I go into hopelessness and when can I come back? Because that's also something that, when you feel hopeless, you feel like you don't have any power. And so you lose the picture that you are, and this is going to be my transition. You're a piece of a puzzle, of the bigger puzzle. So when your life, and you can only see your life, and that's okay, that was a part of my process too, to be very concentrated on my puzzle, knowing that I needed to make sense of it to be able to be a powerful piece of the puzzle, to know my place, to know that I belong in this puzzle because I'm simply breathing. I belong and I am a part of a bigger whole, a bigger picture. And I don't know exactly what that picture is. But we as a collective, I think we are many more than we think when we're alone and we're thinking. We are so many to actually have the same picture for the future that we want, for the world that we're building, for harmony with earth, for clean waters, for an air that doesn't have as much pollution, for children to be safe, for basic needs to be met for everyone, for collective moments of dance and play and connection. So this bigger picture that I'm seeing, I'm not the only one who sees it. So if I can know that I'm a piece of that bigger puzzle that is being drawn, that bigger picture, then I can actually embody and start to act. And when I say start to act, this is also the message for today. We need, the world needs, earth needs you to be yourself. It needs me to be myself. So there's a Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Now, if you believe in a world where warmth, kindness, seeing each other, being vulnerable, be kind. Be vulnerable and feel those emotions. Do the art that will shake up the foundations of the system. Talk your mind as freely as you think the next world will be able to think freely and share freely. All of these different images and all of these different dreams come here in the mind, come here in the imagination, come here as a knowing, as a feeling. And then we get to put our mark in matter, because we actually matter. We are the matter of Earth, the same intelligence as her. So you are the creator by being this little piece of a bigger puzzle and by being a part of the creation. There's a little text that I'm going to read here that touched me here. They say nobody is coming to save you, but many people have saved me, even if they didn't intend to. It can be as small as a smile from a stranger, a nudge from an animal, words from a writer, the lyrics of a song, an observant friend. We are all saving each other every single day in tiny, seemingly insignificant ways. This is from Iris Rose Poetry. So, looking at ourselves and being like, who should I be? What should I do? What is expected of me? How am I judging me? And seeing our own life as the puzzle and being hyper focused on that is good as well. It is as important, but as everything, you need to have a balance. As everything, it is very contradictory, this experience. It has polarities, so both need to exist at the same time. So this little piece of puzzle, we need to take care of it. You need to take care of you. I need to take care of me, because that's the only way we can be in the puzzle. You know a puzzle where one little piece is missing? You see it. You're like, where's that little colory thing and that little shape that hasn't been finished? You see it. It jumps out of the image, that little piece of puzzle that is missing. So this little piece of puzzle is invaluable. And at the same time, when we over-analyze this little piece of puzzle, we forget that we are part of a bigger whole. If we feel so much pain and distress and hopelessness as well. It's normal. It would be more, there's always this word absurd that comes back. It would be more alarming if we didn't feel this with what our brothers and sisters in all continents are feeling right now, are living through right now, are being oppressed right now. The animals as well. I'm thinking of them because it would be really weird if we didn't feel at all, even a little bit in ourselves, that a part of this systematic violence on the matter does affect us. It does affect us. So this little piece of puzzle, with that rage, with that grief, let's use it. Because if it's here, then it's supposed, where is it moving you? Be that little piece of puzzle that you are. And we actually need to think less. It's something that comes more naturally to us. It's something that we don't even think of, because if we're thinking always of how to be the best puzzle piece, we're actually forgetting about the bigger puzzle piece. It's a weird thing of wanting to be as perfect as possible. We're actually being a little bit egotistical, because this little piece of puzzle knows its place. It knows what shape, what color, what it depicts. So I'm talking to the part of you that knows. I'm talking to the part of me that knows. Little piece of puzzle. What are we creating? What is the creation that wants to be brought through us? You matter. You're loved. Be you. And I'm wishing you a colorful day, a colorful moment of life wherever you are on earth. Mwah.